There you go, Zelo. Okay, greetings. Greetings, everybody. You have the human, and I'm just messing about with the tripod, and I will probably be doing that for the entire live. So, let's see. There we go. I'm so not used to it just being me. Anyway, here I am. I'm covering for Raz to do an escape room. So welcome everybody. Hello, Skip. So for those of you who don't know, I should probably introduce myself. I am the human. I who is I, House of Tism? I'm the human. The much berated, the very confused human, that's fair to say. But that is who I am. I am part dog's body. I like to think I'm the mastermind of the whole operation, but I would be wrong. We all know that I'm not. But the great thing is, at least I can actually reach my phone. So hopefully I'm not going to accidentally block or mute anybody. So hello, Sondra. Hello, Paula. Greetings, Anachronista. Hello, Ruth. The genius, the legend, the wonder. Have you been at the Anachronista already? Oh, what happens if I... Oh, it's bigger. Right, okay. Don't worry. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Nikki. Who am I? I'm you, Nikki. Oh, my word. I just poked my tongue out. I don't know why I did that. Thanks, Ruth. I think. Oh, I never realised it did that. For now, I'm the alive human. Hello, Sock Monkey. It's very odd being able to just scroll through all the messages so easily. Although, having said that, I have put the camera so far away from me, I've made it really awkward for myself. There we go. Is that better? Maybe. We'll see. Skip too early for you to hit the source. What's it's an appalling attitude. It's never too early. Good morning, Yvonne. If I said hello to everybody yet? Oh, some of you have been filtered already. Some of you have been filtered. Nikki, I'm you. You're Paula. Paula's chaos. Hello, Ace. Yeah, Sondra Zilo's just there. They were over there, but they wanted to be part of it, so here we are. I'm not sure I'd use the word helper. But anyway. So you've got new stickers. I've forgotten what they are already, and I also don't know where I'm looking. I'm like, there you are. You're up there. You're up there. You're there. Hello. Should I wear a name tag? Even I call myself the human, so let's not worry about it. So what am I doing other than just zoning out and reading comments? I should be doing something. So what I actually have is, I know that this is the moment where we get all the plugs out the way. So I have something new and very, very limited edition. Okay, it's a Halloween Blaslet accessory pack. So you can be an angel, or a devil, or a witch, but I've run out of hands for that. Which, to be fair, I would have run out of hands much sooner under normal circumstances. So yeah, Apple user, how can you forget? It was your idea. How can you forget it's the human live? I've been given very strict instructions. I am not to sing the Apple user song, so don't ask. Raz says I am to treat you all with absolute contempt. Kure says I am not allowed to give you any ground, otherwise you just take and take and take. This goes for all of you, not just Apple user, but, you know, Apple user especially. And Dead Carl says I've got to imagine you all naked, but Dead Carl's on a bit of a funny moved lately. Well, I say lately, it's gone on for months now. Hello, Chloe, you're just eating before work. Hello. Hello. Hello, everyone. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, hello, Mr. Werewolf Dude. No Apple user song. No, I've very, very strict instructions. No Apple user song. In fact, I haven't decided whether there's going to be any songs at all. There's barely an escape room, guys. But that's another issue. So, some of you haven't posted the fanfic yet. You need to let us know when you do. It'll be very interesting. Now, have I plugged everything I have to plug? I have just plugged... Did I say about the Razlit accessory pack? There's only 5 of them. Have I just missed something? I mean, probably. I've just missed a yeehaw. I've already missed a yeehaw. I've only been doing this 7 minutes. Hello, Kaluna. I missed a yeehaw already. Oh my God. God, Raz makes this look easy, don't they? Yeehaw! New t-shirts are on. There will be new t-shirts for Spooky Month. So on the 1st, they're going to change over. So if you want over the old designs, it's going to be your last chance. Hello, Transparent Grandad, welcome. It is indeed the humans. There's Apple user, hush. Hush now. Anyway, what am I here to do? I'm here to plug shit, fill an hour and a half. Do an escape room? Something about an escape room? Something about an escape room? I don't know. Hello, Velvet, you're still a kid. What? 13 is still a kid. Oh dear, looks like you're not going to enjoy things here then, doesn't it? Anyway. Maybe we can compromise, Mr. Werewolf Dude, and let Apple user will just have to watch it back on YouTube. Yeah. Velvet, I know you didn't even say you're 13. I misread it. It happens. I'm human. Fuck, clues in the name. I'm human. Paul, I don't want to think about Nikki being plugged. Anyway, what do I have to drink today? I didn't dare do this with just squish, so I have a very nice light lager, which I'm going to have a sip now. So, where do we wake up today? Shall we just crack on with the escape room? Shall we? Chaswell Grandam, you've never seen me. I hide. I mean, it's hard enough getting Zula out the way to let anyone else have a crack. So there we go. Hello, Art Mum. Hello. Paul, which lager? I'm not my father. I'm not going to give you tasting notes. Okay. And I'm also ending any further discussion of my father. Please. Thank you, please. Yeah, there we go. So, Nikki, you're still in hospital. You have to get well. Nikki, you need to get better. Somja, please not with the Daddy Santa, please. It's really disturbing. Okay, it is really disturbing. Multiple levels, variety of ways. So, look, it's look, it's not exactly a wine glass. It's like a big. It's a multi-purpose glass. It could be a gin glass if you wanted it to be. So, I mean, it's practically half pint. It's a good amount of gin. Anyway, Sandra, I didn't start it. Look, my father just happens to be Father Christmas. I can't do anything about that. I mean, I barely want him to be my father, let alone both. And yes, I would say that to his face. Anyway. Apple user, if you want pedantic, we're never going to get the escape room started. And it is a big escape room. So you've all got to be at the top of your game. Okay? Otherwise, it ain't getting done. Oh, I'm Being all assertive, I quite like it. Don't usually get the chance. I'm usually all downtrodden. Anyway, you got a glass, you drink beer out of it, it's a beer glass. You drink wine out of it, it's a wine glass. Drink gin out of it, it's a gin glass. Or just drink it out the bowl. Anyway, Apple User, you can make it all up as much as you want. No amount of likes is going to make me sing the Apple User song. So forget it. Just want to come at the bottom of your gate. Well, guys, come on. That's not the spirit. I'm not T-Po. Although I'm not the forever excited Zulu either, my God. Anyway, Paula, I am not going to assert again. You like it too much. So, should we make a start? In fact, I'm not even asking you. We're going to. Here we go. I think this is only the second escape room I've ever done. And I remember the first one being an incredibly uncomfortable experience. So, yay. You wake to find yourself laying on a dusty and creaky floorboard. As you get to your feet and look around, you realise you're in the foyer of an old and apparently closed museum. As you look around, you notice several doors. One, the lab, has a keypad next to it. You'll need a 4-digit code to open it. While another, the staff room, has a card reader next to the door. You'll need to find a key card to open it, which leaves the door to the gift shop or the entrance to the exhibits themselves. You shiver with excitement as you wonder what sort of museum this is, and you set about making your choice as fast as possible before anyone complains the escape room is taking too long. So your first choice is gift shop or exhibits. I did set up the polls. I don't know who would like to be in charge of the polls. Maybe Anachronista, because Chloe has to work. Please. I know 12 minutes and we start. Who knew? I didn't. But we have got a lot to get through. I'm going to be severe. Cool. Oh, actually, yeah, me. I can do the polls, can't I? Oh, yeah, I've just remembered. I've got a hand free. Shit, now where are they? Oh, they're not where they used to be. Where are the polls? Poll, there's the polls. There's the poll. There's the poll. No, that's not the poll. Where's the polls? Here we go. Come on, Sam, you can do this. Is it those? Is it those? Yeah, right, okay, here we go, here we go. Am I really going to do this? Yeah. Okay, vote in the polls, guys. Hang on, let me just check that is actually gift shop. Yeah! Right. My hands are normally free, but, you know, there isn't very much room. I find, you know, Raz is sort of sitting on top of me almost, so. Anyway, yeah, I thought I was going to break the live. How long till I break? Oh, imminent. So, "14 minutes in, Raz would be proud." I don't think Raz does proud. I think Raz does slightly less contempt, but I don't think Raz does proud, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Right, so we're going to go and look at the exhibits then. Okay? Exhibits. I can't, it won't let me. It says my file is corrupted. Like my soul. Right, bear with. I'm going to try and find. We've barely even started and it's already ballsed up. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. One second. Got to find it another way. La 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 la. Oh, I was so smug, wasn't I? Wasn't I smug? It's my own fault. It's totally my own fault, isn't it? Exhibits, here we go. No problem. No problem. It's all fine. It's all fine. Nothing to worry about. My hubris has blinded me, curse you. Anyway. Anyway, you decide to take a closer look at the exhibits. You walk through the grand entranceway, but your hopes of some equally breathtaking exhibits are soon dashed, and it's not even as if they were that high. You glance around the handful of exhibits in various stages of dusty disrepair, if not straight up disintegrating, but at least you know that you're in a taxidermy museum. At least you hope that's what it is. Your choice of further exploration is severely limited. There's some sort of octopus, a trio of goats, or a large taxidermy snake. So, let's see if I can do the next poll. Oh, this is so liberating. What is the next poll? Octopus, goats, or snake? Octopus, goats, or snake? Yeah, there we go. Now you've got a poll. You've got a poll. I've got an escape room open and apparently not corrupted. We live in the dream, guys. We live in the dream. If this is a dream, then I must have one hell of a fever. I must be near death. No offence to any of you. Anachronista, is it good or bad taxidermy? Yes. Oh, hello, Zara. You very excitedly text shouted Samantha. I barely even answer to Sam anymore. Now that I'm the human. So, hello, Zara. Right, we're looking at some goats. Oh, you pushed the wrong button. It won't let you vote for... Hello, Denise. It won't let you vote for octopus. But it's okay, because we'll have a look at goats and we'll see them all anyway. That's how these things work. Unless one week you'll say 6969 and I'll let you jump straight to that. But not this week. Just want to know if I've seen bad taxidermy. I haven't. I need to look it up. Yeah. Now, Yvonne, not now that I'm a human, now that I'm the human. Although, you know, yeah. Anyway. What won the vote? Goats won the vote. Goats won the vote. I can do this. I can do this. It's only a tiny bit better, Yvonne. Only a tiny bit. I'll take it. You decide to take a closer look at the trio of taxidermied goats. You lean across the rope barrier to get a closer look and notice unhappily that they're in very poor condition. They're either very old or the taxidermist did a bad job. Either way, they're not much use to you. But you read the sign next to them describing how the goats will be part of the museum's restoration project once it's managed to achieve the necessary funding. You glance back at the goats and wonder if they'll last that long. Right, now let's really check my skills and see if I can do that poll again, but without that option. How do I do that? How do I do that? Ah, I do it like this. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves again, everybody. Oh. How do I get rid of that? Okay, I'll have to get rid of that and then put that in there. The way my phone is moving about, you're also going to think it's an earthquake or something. Right, let's do that one. Let's do that one. Okay, we've got another poll going. Oh, there's an acronist to do it already. What? I'm trying. So, Yvonne, if you say things like put that in there, that's going to send them all into a frenzy of double entendres and stuff. You thought you were saying, no, I'm sorry, my phone is very unstable. Insert joke here. Anyway, poll's nearly finished. We're actually not doing bad. Oh, we're getting through this quite quick. And that Krista Zula told you. Did they? Right, we're going to look at the octopus. The octopus. Zula does like to keep me on my toes. Hail Santa, Zara. Hail. Do not start talking about my father again, Somdra. Okay, at the mention of Santa, please. Please. Hello, Josh. I don't know why I said it like that. Hello. As if you're a friendly dog or something. I don't know. Yvonne, we are all a bit unstable, but we're happy. Mostly. You decide to take a look at the taxidermied octopus. Whoever preserved this creature has a sense of humour. Its tentacles are all raised as if flipping you off. But as you step over the rope barrier designed to keep you away, you notice that despite its state of decay, it's very well made. If you want to rip it apart, and you're pretty certain that you do, you'll need to find a knife to help you. So, that only leaves one thing, doesn't it? That only leaves the snake. So we'll have a look at the snake. Oh, Sarah, please don't say creepy shit like that, please. Trust me, Gordon, you have to focus. Yeah, snake, I guess. Yeah. Strong and stable. Yeah, just like Theresa May, our days are fucking numbered. What am I doing? Snake, 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 snake. Can't get distracted. I can't get distracted. We've got work to do. No distractions. You decide to take a closer look. You decide to take a closer look at the large taxidermy snake. You lean in to look as close as you can and quickly reach the conclusion it looks like a bit of a dick to you. You'd like to get even closer and rip it apart to see what secrets it holds, but the reinforced perspex case looks... I'm going to start that again. And I'm going to calm down just a little bit. Like, I know we've got to get through this, but we'll get through it better if you can understand what I'm saying. Should we all just take a breath? Hasn't helped, has it? You'd like to get even closer and rip it apart to see what secrets it holds, but the reinforced perspex case it's in looks state-of-the-art, unlike everything else in here. You think, however, that if you could get hold of something like a blowtorch or lighter, you might just be able to melt your way inside. I'm enunciating. Marcus says, hi, Nana. Does he, Zara? I'm going to say hello, Marcus, anyway. Don't throw apple user at the glass. And Krista, someone's got to clean that. Anyway, breathe or drink. You think it... Oh, do we think it's sip time? I'm game for it being sip time. Hang on, I'm supposed to be doing something. We're going to look at the gift shop, aren't we? That's the only other choice you've got. Let's look at the gift shop. And then I'll take a sip while I do the next poll. How about that? How about that? You decide to take a closer look at the gift shop. There are a pretty odd collection of items aside from the obligatory keyring and pencil sharpener, but at least they all point to you being in a taxidermy museum, which we already knew. You notice a section of rather terrifying looking plushies next to a magazine rack, and the only other interesting thing is the ancient looking till. So the choice is plushies, magazines or till. Let's see if I can set up the poll. La la la, there we go. Simples. Right, now I think it's sip time while you all take a vote. Apple user, your ribs can heal. I don't know what the fuss is about. I didn't feel anything. Right, sip time. I can't believe that I still managed to make everything so precarious. Anyway, cheers. Yeehaw! 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 I see what you're doing there, Paula. I see what you're doing. Anyway, right, thank you for the gulp music and the sip music. And the yeehaw that hasn't quite killed me. So, yeah. Right, we're going to look at the till. We're going to look at the till. So I need to find till. It's fine. TikTok says you can't chuck your child at the till. So picky, isn't it? Eh? So picky. What are you supposed to do with kids? You decide to take a closer look at the decrepit looking till. It makes you wonder how long ago it was that this museum saw its last visitor. You jab a few keys at random and the till suddenly springs open, cutting through the silence with a loud ringing noise and sending loose coins clattering to the floor. Such sudden noise and movement makes you nervous, as if you expect someone to come running, but the eerie silence quickly returns. You look through the till's contents, hoping for something useful. You're surprised to find a modern electronic keycard nestled amongst the outdated coins. It has the word staff room written on it in black marker. Maybe this museum hasn't been abandoned for as long as you think. So, God, I'm bored of the polls already. Polls. Right, so now for the next poll. What was the choice? It was this one. But we want to get rid of the till. And then we're going to do that one. Oh. Thank you. Who was it? Who got an acronym? You get bored with my taxed, frowning face. Was my tongue sticking out in concentration? Assign someone, Paula. I think everyone has just lost the will. And I don't blame them. So thank you, Anachronista. Oh, bonjour. Ça va? Ça va bien? I am now out of French. I have nothing left. Yes, Anachronista, you can take over for permanent. Yeah. I know Apple user Anachronista just turned on you. You can't trust anyone these days, can you? Can't trust anyone. So, who is willing? Oh, I think this suits me. Right, plushies next. Who sent me that? Oh, thank you, Ruth. Bonjour, Froggis. What's frog? Yeah, Froggis. Don't know. And that you are living up to the bestie bashing sticker. Froggish, your head is made of cheese? Same. Sandra Tipo would not say voulez-vous to Kure. And my French isn't good enough to figure out what she would say, sorry. Yvonne, that's the part. That's the part of the escape room that makes you worried about the future of humanity. Not anybody's reactions to anything. That's not the bit that makes you scared for the future of humanity. Josh, if you want to take a coin, take a coin. Why not? Kure would say non. She say un martini, s'il vous plaît. Oh, it's very hard not to turn it into another. Yeah, I know voulez-vous is the name for an ABBA song. Right, fuck, what am I doing? Come on, what am I doing? Was it plushes? Was it plushes? Oh, we're going to look at plushes because I don't remember now. It's just a little bit of French and I'm completely doing an escape from... Marcus says we, does he? It was plushes. Okay, you decide to take a closer look at the plushes. Of course you do. One bright green one instantly stands out, glaring at you with an expression that is both disturbed and disturbing. Even more alarming, you quickly discover it's clutching a knife. Not a toy knife, not a plushy version of a knife, not a cardboard representation of a knife. No, this plushie has an actual razor-sharp knife. You think it's in everyone's best interest that you relieve this poor, haunted creature of its weapon. You briefly wonder if you're actually leaving it defenceless, but quickly suppose that it logically follows that you need the knife even more. So, Mr. Welvdude, maybe do an escape room. Mr. Welvdude, I sort of thought you'd be my ally. Do an escape room in French is the sort of thing Paula would say. I don't know enough French. It would start French, then it would be a bit Spanish, a little bit of German, and then it would be, you know, nonsense by the end of it. Paula, I think it says more about you that you like CeeLo flashing you. Honestly, I do know the names of everybody that I live with, honestly. I was totally not about to call CeeLo Zula. Totally not. You can play this back when this goes on YouTube on Monday. Totally was not about to say that. Totally not. No. Everything's fine here. I can totally tell everyone apart. I know everyone's names. None of this cats that drinks rubbish. Yeah. Appleuse, you abandoned me so easily. Harsh. Anyway, all escape rooms are nonsense by the end. They turn that way pretty quick, I know. How are the baths going? Right, I would like to get this very, very clear. Very, very clear, okay? Zula was just playing around. We don't bathe together. We've never bathed together. There is no evidence that we've ever bathed together. No one has witnessed anything. It was yee-haw! I want it very clear. It was just yee-haw. As all the politicians say when they're questioned about the person they saw them with that wasn't their wife, they go, it's just yee-haw, guys. It's just yee-haw. Anyway, what was I doing? We did the plushes. Right, it's the magazines. The magazines. Okay. Totally yee-haw. Sorry, you hate what filter? Oh, are you trying to say suggestive things and TikTok won't let you? What are we doing? You were sidetracking me, Paul, very effectively. If we don't get this finished by 5 o'clock, it's your own time you're wasting. You excitedly decide to take a look at the magazine rack. You do so love a magazine, but you're disappointed to find that there aren't any of your favourites. In fact, the rack is filled with various issues of one publication, Preserved, the Modern Taxidermist's Journal. You flick through a copy, pleasantly surprised by how interesting it is, emphasising both artistic and practical aspects of taxidermy. You're just enjoying their beginner's guide. Woo! You're just enjoying their beginner's guide when you notice someone has defaced the rest of the article by scribbling over it in black marker. You can make out the numbers 6 and 9 before you throw down the magazine in disgust. So, you said Zelo has a towel around them for babies. What, you mean like a nappy? Oh God, Zara, you... I like the way now we're sort of talking so that we can bypass TikTok's filter, and it just means I haven't got a fucking clue what anyone's talking about. Anyway, welcome to our new magazine. What did I say it was called? Preserved, the Modern Taxidermist's Journal. Anyway, Mr. Wellford, you'd like to use the knife to open the octopus? Well, of course you may. Zelo should wear the Razlets costumes. Zelo's a bit big for them, Paula. Oh, Zelo, your antenna have got a sort of slicked back look. Maybe we need... a bit droopy. Yeehaw, yeehaw, yeehaw. Jaunty angle. Anyway, well, I do actually genuinely want to sit and do more of this now. I am aware that we're not going to get the escape room finished and people are going to be angry. Well, people aren't going to be angry, they're going to be a bit pissed. Anyway, oh, hello, Laura. What in the night soil? Yeah, it's me doing an escape room, because I always give the people what they want, even when I don't like it. I don't know why I can't talk properly when I'm leaning backwards, but there we go. Go back there, Zelo. Anyway, did I decide on Halloween costume themes yet? Yes. Now, I may have made Kure say that you'd see everyone's Halloween costumes this week. That was a blatant lie. I unsurprisingly got confused about what week it was, as indeed I never know what day it is anymore. So you'll see everyone's Halloween costumes this time next week. All the gangs and mine. Anyway, Zelo and account. No. Yes, Froggies, we now have a magazine called Preserved. Wow. I mean, say what you see and all that. Anyway. Froggies, you're constantly wearing a scary mask, are you? Oh, what's the octopus? Okay, the octopus. Right, I'm just getting up to date with the messages. I'm just getting up to date. Yvonne, you'd like a hint of everyone's Halloween costumes? Okay, I'll try not to hit my mic. No. I can't hint without just like straight up telling you. But Raz and Bletton have got a couples theme. They're a pair. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I have made Raz's outfit. And it is so cool. It is really cool. You're going to love it. You'll just have to trust me. Octopus, right, we've got to look at the octopus. I'm just going to get up to date. Oh dear, Zara, it's called Disturbed now, is it? Okay. Good old Yorkshire Froggies from Mill. Disturbed, preserved. Right, okay. We're gonna go back to the octopus with the knife. Oh, we've got a poll going. Do we need a poll? Okay, who set the poll going just to confuse everybody? Zara started the poll just to confuse everybody, of course. Transmedic, have you spent all of your time cooking things that are already cooked? No, it's not Sandy and Danny from Greece. I don't like Greece. Greece, I'm sorry, everybody, because I know people go crazy over Greece. Greece is shit. Like, don't hang around with arseholes like that. Persephone, yes, Laura. Persephone, we're about to go and see Persephone. Ignore the poll. Ignore the poll. We don't need the poll. No ABBA, no Greece. I know it's not Sonny and Cher, but you'll like it. You'll like it, guys. You'll really like it. You'll see Raz's outfit and you'll be like, Raz, you never looked so beautiful. Hello, Emma. Greece. There's a Greece too? The hell continues? It's not Gomez and Morticia. It's not Trump and Harris. No, the polls, not the polls. Froggis, I think you've, highlighted yourself there. Anyway, there was a Grease 2 with Michelle Pfeiffer? What? What? Have I seen Blade Runner? I saw the original Blade Runner many, many, many years ago. You know, back when things were cool. No new ideas anymore, guys. There's no new ideas. Except this. Everything here, completely fresh, brand fucking new every fucking day. Right, you take the knife and begin hacking off the fucktopus's arms, vaguely wondering if they're actually legs as each limb falls to the ground. By the time you're finished, you feel a little better about your situation, but you don't seem to achieve very much. All you find is one tiny slip of paper with the numbers 6 and 9 written on it. Right, so now I think you do actually have a choice, which I did not prepare for. So you can either look in the lab or the staff room. Yeah, sorry, we're hacking about Persephone. That's how it is. Hello, AJ. I'm not going to mention your sword. You've missed half of the... Oh, sounds a bit like Bletton then. You've missed half of the Doom Room. But the great thing is, AJ, that you can watch the bit you've missed on YouTube on Monday. So, yeah. And there's a lab, Laura. Oh, yeah, and there's a lab. You can vote in the poll now, everybody. The poll actually makes sense now. No, AJ, I didn't mention your sword. I totally didn't just mention your sword. Ooh. Laura, you're in a lab and you don't have a fucktopus. What kind of poor existence is that? Right. Paul, where are we looking? We're looking in the lab. It's a bit patronising, wasn't it? Oh, well. Now that you have the code, you enter it into the keypad next to the door marked lab and step through. You were hoping for the sort of thing Dr. Frankenstein has in old movies, but instead you find yourself in a boring office. Most of the space is taken up with the least exciting Space Desk ever sold, which also has a copy of Space Desk Monthly sat on it. But next to it is a cabinet covered in all sorts of warning stickers. There must be some good shit stored in that. So your next choice is desk, Space Desk Monthly or cabinet, and that one I have set up. Nita, you're saying Vader and Palpatine, and I don't know what on earth I said that made you say that. Otherwise, I'm sure it's very funny. But my memory is appalling. Space Desk, Lab, Frankenstein, Nope, no idea. But there's a poll going, so you can... Oh, Halloween costumes, Yvonne. Yeah, right, okay, Halloween costumes. No. Even better. Even better. Although, I think over the years, Raz has dressed up as both of them. Can I have an ox? No. Oh, no, that would have been cool. But no. Not Disney princesses. No. No. Bonnie and Clyde. Excellent guess, but no. I'm starting to feel that I was a bit hasty with the choice now. I hope you'll be able to tell what it is. Anyway, staff. That was the wrong poll. That was the poll for if we'd got in the staff room. The Cray twins! That would have been great, wouldn't it? The Cray twins. And they're not actually twins, you know. Paula, have you gone ding because you want me to take a sip? Because I'm fine with that. Oh, is it this poll? Yeah, this is the poll. Right, so now we're going to vote in this poll. I'm going to say hello to Siren Shane. Hello. Yeah, so everyone vote in this poll. I don't know what that is, Laura. A what? Infection? What? Chucky and Bride of Chucky, no. I'm actually a little bit surprised that no one's guessed it, because it's not as spooky. Now, this is the funny thing, right? Because, you know, like Halloween in the UK is like, it's scary. And Halloween in the US is like, just dress up as whatever the fuck you want. They're not scary unless you count Raz being in this costume, and it is quite disturbing. Right, anyway, we're looking at Space Test Monthly. Is it a UK thing? Yvonne, the Cray twins were 60s gangsters who were ruthless. They had a really quite incredible reputation. But because they were like in the East End of London, and they were like they looked after their community, so they were sort of untouchable. Is Rash going at you, Laura? No. Anyway, I hope I've done justice to explaining who the Cray twins were. Moving on. I'm behind with the messages now. They're not Playboy bunnies. They're not they're not a horse either. I mean, choc chip, not Jedward. Anyway, did they wear tracksuits? No, it was back in like the 60s, so they wore, you know, sharp suits like the Beatles. I mean, I had no idea that I'm talking about the Cray twins. Guys, why didn't you get the escape room finished by 5? We gave a brief history of 2 of London's most notorious gangsters. Yee-haw! I could not have guessed that that's what would hold us up this time. Anyway, Somdra. Interesting guess. Very interesting guess. What an interesting guess that is. Such an interesting guess. Yes, Skip, my face is red. I am broken. I am broken. What was the poll? It was Space S Monthly. That I do remember. So, so you know, we're not going to get this finished within the hour, but we have just had a wonderful history lesson. A wonderful history lesson. Anyway, oh, Froggies, one should have been Liz Truss and one should have been lettuce. Anyway, Space Death Monthly. Space Death Monthly. Space Death Monthly. You decide to take a closer look at the copy of Space Death Monthly. You flick through to the centrefold, a massive, mouth-wateringly sturdy, solid oak space desk. You'd happily yee-haw on that for a while. But as you flick through, another sheet of paper falls out. You pick it up for a closer look and discover it's a memo from the museum's management. It mentions the urgent restoration required by the goat exhibit and lists the ingredients required: salt, formic acid and a moderate heat source. It almost makes you wonder if today is the day you have a stab at some amateur taxidermy. Sorry. Right, sip time, and then I don't even know what your choices are anymore. I don't know how we haven't had a poll about which is your favourite Cray twin yet. Yeehaw! Sorry, you want a 4-page essay on the Cray brothers? Was there a third brother? Was there a set of twins and a third brother? Anyway, I don't know. Desk or cabinet? Thank you. Desk or cabinet? Desk or cabinet, obviously. Desk or cabinet. And yes, I think it's time for a little sip. Time for a little sippy sip. Defo. Like the Bee Gees, Yvonne. If the Bee Gees were ruthless gangsters, yes. Oh God, no, I'm just imagining getting mixed up. Yeehaw! Getting mixed up between the Bee Gees and the Cray twins. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, yeehaw! We're going to look at the desk. Whew. Anyway, desk. Cray Twins musical. You decide to take a closer look at the desk, but it's even more boring than you first thought. You didn't think you could get a space desk as basic as this. You pull open the only drawer but find its contents pretty dull. A lighter and a single paperclip. How depressing. Which I think only leaves the cabinet. So we're going to have a look in the cabinet. You decide to take a closer look at the cabinet covered in warning stickers. Corrosive, flammable, biohazard. You can almost taste the cocktail now. But imagining is all you can do. The cabinet is locked. You'll need a small key to open it. So we do now have a lighter. Or we can look in the staff room, I think. Yes, Yvonne, a paperclip, a nice snack. Nice snack for Paula. Om nom nom. Om nom nom. Oh, the fucking Cray twins. Jesus. The tangents, guys, the tangents. Right. Sondra, you want to go back to the snake, or have you posted those pictures for some other reason? True crime with Sula. Should we go back to the snake? Let's go back to the snake. Back to the snake. Okay, we'll go back to the snake. Let's go back to the snake. Back to the snake. Okay, Froggus. That is for something else, isn't it? Anyway, you take the lighter and adjust your expectations about melting your way in. At the very least, you're able to focus your attentions on the lock, heating the surrounding perspex enough to warp it, causing the lock to drop out. You return. Yeehaw! You return the lighter to your pocket, hook your finger into the gap left by the lock and slide the case open. But as you do, the lighter falls from your pocket. You try to grab for it before it hits the floor, but you find yourself rubbing the spark wheel, causing a flame to ignite, and due to the incredibly flammable chemicals used in the taxidermy process, the snake catches fire. Can you believe it? You stagger back in shock and disbelief at the entirely unforeseen events and watch as the snake quickly becomes little more than a pile of ashes. But among the ashes, you see something shiny. Small key. A little one. Small key. Bum, bum, bum. So, AJ, there has not been any DC yet. No DC. No DC. Yvonne, you're not sure who Tom Hardy is either. He's an actor with a reputation. Sounds like Zara quite likes him, doesn't it? So, Descartes' Dharma. Anyway, oh, we've been going an hour already. Anyway, guys, I don't even know what we've got left anymore. We've got the staff room. We've found a knife. Polly, you're an actor with a reputation. Oh, I think I've just accidentally invited Kaluna. I'm sorry, Kaluna. Please don't join my live. I'm really sorry. I've just accidentally invited Kaluna. I thought it'd be so easy when I was able to reach the phone easily with the right hand, but I'm very sorry. Please disregard the invite. I was just trying to scroll. I'm sorry. I was just trying to scroll. So, should we just... This is where we can't have the humour. I know. I didn't want to do this, AJ. I didn't want to do this. Just have Raz sat over there glaring at me the whole time like I'm showing him up. Horrible. Anyway. So I'm doing... How do we measure an escape room going well? Because we've not achieved finishing it by 5 o'clock. So that one's out. We've gotten sidetracked so many times. Most notably with the craze. It's pretty standard for an escape room. It's going well if we haven't forced a new ship. Tangents are the markers of a good escape. Well, I have to say, as tangents go, it was a good one. Shall we... It's a matter of perspective. Oh, it's so philosophical, Ace. So philosophical. Should we go back to the cabinet now that we've found a little key? How about that? Not too many sidetracks, but the leg tears is the other way to judge. Yeah. Zara, you don't know who keeps sidetracking me. Oh my gosh, some appalling person just keeps sidetracking me. Who could it be? Right. We're going to look at the cabinet. You use the key to unlock the cabinet and look over all the different bottles it contains. A very large one is marked 98% alcohol, so you take a swig. Nothing happens. Either its contents have been replaced with water, or you're way more of an alcoholic than you thought. You quickly decide it must be water and turn your attention to the other bottles in the cabinet. It looks like all the different chemicals needed for taxidermy, and you glance over a dozen different types of acid. You're not sure you need to be carrying around any corrosive, potentially harmful chemicals, but you can't resist a bit of formic or boric acid to really spice up a martini when you get home. So, I believe this leaves the staff room. I don't know, staff room. I don't know why I'm doing that, but there we go. Staff room. Don't drink the acid, AJ. Tickles as it goes down. I'm not finishing that thought. I'm really sorry I said that. You take the key card and swipe it in the reader next to the staff room door. You open the door to find possibly the most depressing staff room you've ever seen. I'm soldiering on. And fuck knows you've seen a few. It seems you're not alone in your opinion. A very tired member of staff is slumped over a table. You're not surprised. There's not a lot to see. There's a cupboard to search, but the rest of the room is filled with cardboard boxes. So, staff, cupboard or boxes is the poll. I missed a yeehaw. Oh, I missed a yeehaw. Anyway, yeehaw. Shall I try and do the poll? Am I going to fuck it up? What is it? That one. That one. There we go. There's a poll. Are we all talking about AJ's sword again? When did that happen? Anyway. That's what she said. Right, well, while you all vote, I'm going to take a sip. I think I have earned it. I'm going to put that there because that's getting ever closer. Mods can vote in this one. Really, Zara? Does it make a difference if I've set it up? Or are you just getting me at it? Anyway, I'm going to take a sip. Oh, Zara, bloody arse. Anyway, it's lies. It's all lies, anachronist. I will never trust anything Zara says ever again, ever. Right, we're going to have a look at the staff. I'm not paying attention anymore, Zara. You've ruined it for everyone. I'm back to being... What were the words I used at the start? Not austere or commanding, but, you know, all that. Assertive. You decide to take a closer look at the member of staff and pull him by his shoulders to sit up. He flops backwards in the chair, leaving his bottom jaw still sat on the table and his left arm slowly sliding out his sleeve onto the floor. Poor Carl, poor dead Carl, poor tasty dead Carl. At least you know he's tender this week. You'd wish you'd brought some bread to mop up his juices. He's very moist. You search his pockets for anything useful, but you're slightly depressed to find nothing more than incense sticks. You never thought of DC as a hippie. A tasty hippie, but nevertheless a hippie. So there we go. Now your choice is whatever the other two were. Cupboard or boxes, I think. Nikki, I'm not sure about Carol, but Carl is dead, yeah. I mean, poor Carol. Poor dead Carol. Poor tasty dead Carol. Suppose Christmas is coming. AJ, you have a question. Oh, if it's anything about what goes on in the basement. No. I don't want to talk about it. What's going on with Zoom? It was all lies, AJ. It was all lies. All lies. Zula said it because they thought they were being funny. I don't bathe. So, you know, we couldn't have bathed together. There were no witnesses. There were no witnesses. So it didn't happen. Didn't happen. Paula, don't crawl inside DC. Although DC would probably like it. It's definitely been very odd lately. Something wrong with DC. Maybe it's puberty, I don't know. It's what they all say, Transmicron, honestly. Can't have been me. I was at Pizza Express at the time. DC and Dead Carol. That'd get confusing, Paula. DC and DC? Do you think they would just call each other Carl and Carol? And I don't swear. Exactly, Anachronistra, exactly. Right. Where are we looking? We're looking... Let's look in some boxes, because I'm sure there was boxes and cupboard, weren't there? There's boxes and cupboard. We're going to look in some boxes. I like at this point, is anyone actually still playing along with this, or or are we just waiting for the next sidetrack now? What can top this? Oh, not if it's DC and DK, Carol with a K. DC squared. No. Escape room. What escape room? Oh, Froggies, it's not for want of trying. I mean, I was warned. This would be hard. AJ, you think we should talk about Zoom? I told you there is no Zoom in. Nothing happened. Zula and I, we have just worked together for a very long time. We just have a very strong work relationship. I never inhaled. You decided to take a closer look at the cardboard boxes. You ripped the first one open to find it's full of candles. Have I said that? I'm saying it again. The second box is identical, as is the third. Either they were planning new stock for the shop or they suffered frequent power cuts. You're not sure what other reason there could be for this many candles, especially knowing how flammable their exhibits are. Yeehaw! Is Zula my work wife? Zula my work wife? Yeah. Well, affair, AJ. Affair? Hang on, can't you only have affairs if one or both of you are like already with someone? I mean, I know that Zula is deeply devoted to themselves, but no. I mean, Zula could only be my work wife if they actually did any work. Just saying. Anyway, a polyester amorous. I'll have you know they're made of the highest quality acrylic. Cupboard. We're looking in the cupboard. Can have a love affair. Okay, it's an affair. Zula is already with a mirror. Possibly more than one. Floor to ceiling. Zula would never get anything done. In the olden days, if an affair was used with unmarried people. Okay. I mean, it's still not an affair of any sort. I appreciate the linguistic history lesson, but there's no zoom in. You decide to search the cupboard for anything useful. Are we still doing this? Rather appropriately, you find a mousetrap which, if it were bigger, you consider throwing yourself on in the hopes of a humane end. But your hopes are dashed, which leaves only half a bag of slightly clumpy table salt. You sigh and think of all the escape rooms where you'd find jewellery and cash and expensive works of art. Not condiments. Now, unless I'm very much mistaken, and I may be, it's been known to happen on a very rare occasion. As I'm sure you've all noticed, we are now in possession of everything we need to bring this escape room to an end. And I don't mean, you know, like a longing for death. Are we? Yes, we are. We are, Zara, we are. Raz denied there being a blaz, and look how that panned out. Don't I fucking know it? I'm still recovering. Anyway, I'm not putting mirrors in the basement. No to everything in the basement. Fire Knife 69 got it. Wow, Yvonne, I feel I feel so silly for wasting our time. Zara, you wanted to kick the bucket 40 minutes ago, but then you would have missed the Cray twins. Zooming is possible. Anything is possible, AJ. It's just not actual. There's no zooming. Bathing with Zula. Their pelt gets very rough when it's wet. It's very unpleasant. And now you can hear my tummy rumbling. I'm really very sorry. It's just so much excitement. Right, should we try for an ending? Shall we? Oh, hush, AJ. And there's no keepo either. There is no keepo. Trust me. Kure is very, very clear on this. Very clear. There's no keepo. You suddenly think back to the memo about the goat exhibit and realise you have all the ingredients you need. Escape forgotten. You hurry back to the exhibit room, optimistic that you can't possibly make things worse. You approach the goats and begin setting down the candles around them in a rough circle and lighting them. That should take care of the heat source you need. I spelled this all out so perfectly so that all of it would make sense. No one gives the tiniest fuck. Now we're just talking about Zooman and Kipo and the Cray twins. I'm gonna soldier on because I wrote this. I'm gonna do it. You get out the formic acid, taking care to keep it away from the naked flames, but the smell is overpowering and you put it down while you grab Decal's incense sticks from your pockets. Yeehaw! And light some. You waft them around, muttering angrily to yourself about how this doesn't smell that much better. See how we're working through the ingredients. You see. As you poke the incense behind one of the goat's ears, you look around and realise the bag of salt, your final taxidermy ingredient, has a hole in it, and as you've walked around preparing the candles and everything else, you've deposited a line of salt on the floor behind you. Shut up, Zara. You curse out loud, angry that your chances of saving the goats are gone now. When a purple mist emanates from the goats, wrapping around them in a swirl of smoke, then you hear a voice. It demands to know who's disturbed the slumber of the great mother goat with their incantations and curses. You look around the empty room before sheepishly announcing yourself to the spirits. They don't seem impressed. We're accidentally doing a ritual, AJ, but well done for noticing. Was that patronising? Maybe. You can't blame them, no one likes being woken up, but you assured them that it was only an accident, saying you'll be leaving now and suggesting they go back to sleep. The ghostly goat spirits, however, do not agree. They warn you very firmly not to leave the salt circle before your discussions with them are concluded, otherwise there'll be dire consequences. But for whom, you wonder? See, excellent use of the word whom. Whom? Yeah. But you do know you can't stand there forever, and negotiating with angry spirits has never gone too well for you. So what do? Do you leave the circle? Consequences be damned. Or do you stay and help the ghost goats work through their apparent anger issues? Choose. Final poll. Leave or stay? Do. Oh, is that Oh, you were ready. Were you ready with the poll? Anachronistic, you were ready. Whoop, whoop. That's a set of the ghost goats. Don't forget, AJ, that was very patronising. You will discuss Zoom and more. It's a knack I have. I make everything sound slightly patronising. That's why I don't think I have it in me to be too positive, because I just sound like I'm patronising everyone. Fuck, what was I going to say? Don't forget, yes, don't forget, while we're voting, that it's Dead Carl's Guess the Tune tomorrow, and it's an 80s theme, and no, I don't know specifically what songs we're doing yet. Nothing has been decided. We're going to stay. We're going to stay. Okay. AJ, you meant to vote stay, but you hit leave. Don't leave. The salt circle keeps you safe. Right. Oh, what's that noise? I don't... And that, Krista, can you get a sticker now? You can. So, can DC be paired up with someone else other than Zula? I don't know. Sondra, it's like it's not up to me. I mean, to be fair, DC has got a roving eye, and I don't mean the one that's dangling. I mean, like, Yvonne, you think that's an English thing? What, to sound slightly patronising? Is it? Or just not being positive? Because that definitely is. Anyway, I am going to the DC and the Grey Twins. Who's to say that DC wasn't? I mean, we don't know anything about DC's past, do we? Maybe he was one of their mobster chums. Paula, we need a human and Zula in the bath sticker. Okay, we'll make a note of that. Zula and human in the bath. It's the accent, Yvonne. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't deny it. What if the Grey Twins are behind it? Oh. I don't know. DC doesn't have like the East End of London accent, does he? If you listen really carefully. No, it's not DC's accent. Anyway, you decide it's probably not a good idea to leave the circle, so you start wondering how to talk the ghost goats out of their foul mood. You start with an apology for summoning them, which you didn't even know you were doing, but it doesn't go down as well as you'd hoped. Instead, it prompts a long and angry rant about what a superior being... Yeehaw! Instead, it... Do I keep pulling out a gun? Just out of interest every time the hat... Yeah, I do. Instead, it prompts a long and angry rant about what a superior being the Great Goat Mother is, and about how other supernatural entities steal her limelight. Apologies for my tummy rumbling. You admit it sounds unfair, but then you inquire exactly what she does, and the booming, commanding voice becomes slightly baffled. You'd been expecting them to recite great feats. Yeehaw! You'd been expecting them to recite great feats and bizarre achievements, but instead there's a bit of stunned silence. You suggest that maybe you've just discovered why the Goat Mother isn't very high on the Omnipotent Beings top 100, but that makes the voice really cross. You stumble backwards as purple smoke puffs out in a sudden gush, taking care not to leave the circle and almost lighting yourself on fire on the candles. But that's when you notice that the purple mist is apparently highly flammable, and the whole circle is filled with a giant flaming twister of fire. The goats, though surprised, are not quite defeated, and with speed that would shock a large and unlucky snake, another swirl of purple mist shoots in your direction like a flamethrower, liquefying you to human soup within seconds. And you're dead. So there we go. You were quite right that you shouldn't have left the circle, but you got flamed, guys. Flamed. Oh, hello, Chris. That is indeed hellfire. Yeah. And Mo as well. Hello, Mo. Oh, yeah, and sorry, my tummy keeps rumbling. I can't help that. Sorry. We are indeed flambé. Yeah. So, and actually, see, your tummy is rumbling too. Yeah. Like goats to the slaughter. Can we be creme brulee? Oh, hello, Mr. Pickles. 2 seconds in and you're dead. Yeah. I would say that's life, but that's death. Ruth, you taste delicious, do you? Even if you do say so yourself. Right, I'm going to take a sip and then I'm going to do the other ending, which is that you leave the circle. Yeah. Yes, Anachronista, that's death. That's what all the people say. Yeehaw! You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm going to change that tune. When I'm back on top in June. I said that's death. I'm moving on now. We're going to do the other ending. You decide to ignore the ghost goat's warning and get the fuck out of there. But as you step out the salt circle, you feel a change in the air. You suddenly have a very bad feeling and vaguely remember something about breaking a salt circle causing its protection to end, but it feels a little late to be worrying about that now. You watch as the purple smoke that had filled the circle now fills the whole room. You hear the sound of cloven hooves behind you and turn, but see nothing other than wisps of smoke. The hooves are joined by bleats, growing in number, surrounding and overwhelming you, yet you see nothing other than increasingly dense purple mist. Excuse me. The atmosphere is so thick it's almost choking. That's appropriate. And you struggle to breathe as you hear the ghost goats discussing your merits. It would seem they're hoping to recruit you to their everlasting army, fighting, dying and resurrecting for all eternity. The last part sounds great, the first two not so much. But as their discussion continues, it would seem your consent to join their forces is unnecessary, and you find yourself pulled through a vortex of time and space into a battlefield of infinity. As you find yourself stood facing an opposing army of indescribable creatures rushing towards you in combat, it seems the ghost goats have a last-minute change of heart and decide your puny human body isn't up to such rigours. So they simply let the opposition kill you, cutting you down and leaving you to rot on a nameless planet in a distant universe. And you're dead. Ooh, Coolio. Yes, I said Coolio. And no, I don't care. I show no remorse for it. So there we go. You're dead twice. That is the end. Yeah, that's it. I'm not doing the And You're Dead song because that is like the worst song. Sorry, Sondra, but it really is. It really is. Probably shouldn't have done it. Anyway, so there we go. You've died twice. Silly little things, aren't you? We finished the escape room. We didn't finish it within the time limit. Start singing a new one. Sondra said a new And You're Dead song to That's Life. Dead Carl has got a song to That's Life. I'm sure that Dead Carl's original song... Yeah, Dead Carl's got a That's Life song. Should we do it? Shall we? Mr. Pickles, it is a bit Groundhog Day, isn't it? Oh, human, you didn't turn your phone on. Right, okay, talk amongst yourselves because my phone has got old phone. It takes forever to switch on. So we've a new And You're Dead song. God, you don't want yeehaw. You don't want much, do you? Thought I didn't want to sing. Well, I don't want to sing. I don't. But with Dead Carl's got the That's Life song. Was it in a sleigh? Just while my phone loads up, it'll take forever. Was it in the second sleigh? Is it in the second sleigh? Should we have a look? Second sleigh, guys, sleigh magazine. There's loads of them. There's Dead Carl in here. Da, da, da. Was it in this one? Why am I asking? Why am I asking everybody else? I should know. Yeah, guys, it's in sleigh 2. There we go. Sleigh 2. Dead Carl's That's Life song. Sorry, I'm just going to sit here and read this now. Anyway, yeah, I should be plugging more stuff. Don't forget that the thingy, the bumper wedding edition, is still available. Still very pertinent because they are still married for now. Just saying. DC can sing it next week. I'll switch my phone on now. Seems rude not to now. We've all waited for my phone to turn on. Hello, DT Fisher. Hi. When is Sleigh 4, Sondra? Sleigh 4 will be out before Christmas. I don't think I can be more precise than that. And that credits to your Kara didn't understand it, but she thought it looked very good. Yeah. It does look amazing. But I guess some of it is if you know, you know. like what would you make of it if you picked it up and you found the lyrics to Blettin singing Creep as devoted to their beloved? You know, how would you know? No, AJ, no. She thought it was a proper magazine. Did you hear that, Paula? She thought it was a proper magazine. Proper magazine. I have to say, I am absolutely, like, I think they all look amazing. But I have to say there is something about Sleigh as the wedding edition that just you wouldn't be surprised to find that on a coffee table or in a dentist waiting room or something. DC is Santa Corpse. Yeah. It's a proper magazine like Hello or Heat. Yeah, except without the you know, the body shaming and making people feel awful, which is what those magazines tend to do. I like to think this is the opposite. Or Vogue. I've got more issues than Vogue. Are we just going to name slightly shitty magazines? Paul, you like ours better? Damn right. Blettin singing like a prayer. Never. It makes me want to start singing it, but no. Oh, Yvonne, you think I should do that? Get a bunch of them and stick them in a dentist waiting room. Anyway, Apple user, you're back. Whoop-de-doo. Now, that was sarcastic. That I did mean to be sarcastic. I meant that. What if DC sings like a prayer? Mr. Pickles, you prefer luxury shared? I know, right? Well, now we prefer preserved, the taxidermist's journal. I've forgotten what we named it already. I don't know. Why do we want Blettin singing any Madonna songs? Please. Please. Don't do that to me. Frogis, is it disturbed because that's what you'd like the magazine to be called and that I accidentally called it? Or do you mean the conversation we're having? Disturbed, preserved. Bledonna? No. Yeah, Apple user, I already sang your song. You'll have to watch this back. Sorry you missed it. Anyway, wow, even TikTok is telling me not to forget to take a break. which is another magazine. Anyway, while you all tease Apple user, I should probably plug some stuff. So we have obviously got Slay magazine. New t-shirt designs are coming out for October. So the current designs will be shelved. I don't know what that was. I couldn't just say done. Is there a link to all this anywhere, AJ? It's funny you should ask. If you follow the link in my profile, you will find links to Blazlets, Razlets. The mystery confetti is still there. As is, I mean, just like everything really. As is the new Razlet, Blazlet. Limited edition Halloween thingy, what's it? Fuck, what do I mean? Costume. Limited edition Halloween costume. Yes, Froggies, there'll be no more Froggies Prince of Yorkshire, West Yorkshire. Keeperlets. There's not going to be keeperlets because there's no keepo. Could be a little devil. I mean, come on. Come on, just look at that. I'm not saying that I spent way too much time playing around with this when I should have been doing more important things. I'm absolutely not saying that at all. But you can be an angel, you can be a devil, or you can be a witch. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Anyway, what about Zoom inlets? Oh, fuck no. Oh, what poor, creepy little things would they be? Yes, Yvonne, more important things like my thesis into the history of the Cray twins. God. Oh, I don't know how these things happen. Anyway, since I'm not going to sing, I think I'm probably going to sign off now because we've been going for an hour and a half. And if you've enjoyed this, or if you want to revise on the Cray twins for the test that Zara's going to give, then you can watch this on YouTube on Monday. Zoom inlets will be green Razlets with tiny brown wigs. Well, sadly, brown and grey wigs. I have to say, whatever this auto filter is, it's quite fun. But I spent all day the other day thinking that when I was writing the escape room, thinking that I had something in my hair, like I don't know what, and I couldn't get it out. And then I realised it's just the greys catching the twinkling in the light and grabbing my attention away from the escape room. It doesn't take much to take my attention away from escape room. Anyway, there will be no Zoom inlets. There will be no keeperlets. But yes, no. More important things, not Zula. Like glitter, Paula. It is greys from dealing with Blaz. You're absolutely right, AJ. You have no idea how much that has aged me. I'm actually a teenager. Anyway, on that note, don't forget to go and check out all of Zula's videos and all the links in the profile and everything. I'm going to go and finish my drink now. My tummy is rumbling. It wants drink. So I'm afraid Keepo's going to make me white-haired Apple user. Hello, Darwin Paul Roberts. Where is my hand puppet? I've been voted to do the live, which I'm about to wrap up. But don't forget that Zula and Dead Carl will be here tomorrow at the usual time with another edition of Guess the Tune, 80s theme. Sandra, I'll have no peace. If you've got Keepo in the loft and Blaz in the basement, zooming in the bathroom, no wonder DC is having difficulties. Oh, no problem asking. No problem asking, Darwin. No problem at all. October will have a spooky guess the tune. I can think of the word. There will be a spooky guess the tune. Sondra, do we want Kure helping? No, we're going to have Zula. We're going to have Zula helping Dead Carl tomorrow. And Froggies in the Walls. Yes, Froggies and Froggies in the Walls. DC in the neighbour's luxury shed. He could smuggle himself in limb by limb. Anyway, I think I said I was going to sign off 5 minutes ago. So I am actually going to sign off now. Go and check out all the links in my profile for all the cool stuff. Kuro would be nicer to DC. Have the chicken. No. And you in the living room, AJ. You stole the TV. Bring it back. Here comes the finger of doom. I'm going to go and get a drink. I hope you all go and get a drink as well, because after that, yeehaw! God knows we need it. So thank you all for joining me. Here comes the finger of doom. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for most of your comments. Not if you've started mentioning the craze. But thank you all for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. I don't do this very often, so thank you very much. And thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for the nonsense. Thank you for the chaos. Join Zula and DC tomorrow. And in the meantime, farewell.